Hello and welcome to Pro Tips for Better Balance. I am Kelly Doro. Today we are working on core strengthening exercises. We've done a number of core stability exercises where we worked on really building the stability in our core, which will help our balance and help us prevent falls. Today we're going to work on building those muscles up a little bit. So you will need some cans of fruit or vegetables or whatever you have on hand. Just 2 is fine. And if you don't have any, that's okay too. And then you'll need a chair, and if you need to grab anything, go ahead and grab it and come on back and we will get started. Okay, so today we are working on strengthening through the sides of our core, or these oblique muscles as you've likely heard them called before. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair. Our feet are flat on the ground. The head is over the heart and the heart is over the hips. So we have a nice tall posture. And then we're going to find this abdominal bracing that we've been working on. And if you haven't seen the abdominal bracing video, or I think it's Core Stability 101, be sure to check that out on our website or on our YouTube channel because it's really helpful for understanding how to really brace in and kind of pull everything in through the core. Okay, so we're braced in, we're pulled in, our hands are down at our sides, and all I'm going to do is reach one hand down toward the ground and then up nice and slowly. And the other down and up nice and slowly. So as we're doing this, we're using those muscles to pull us to the side and then really using those muscles to pull us back up to center. Good. So take it nice and slow and up and down. And as we do this, let's think about one more thing here. Let's think about keeping our posture nice and tall. So our spine is nice and long before we do this. We're not slouching down and then reaching down and reaching down because we won't get as much out of it. So we're nice and tall, we reach the fingers to the ground, and then remaining nice and long all the way through the spine, we pull back up, and we go down, and we pull back up. Good. So let's think about doing this for 8 to 10 on each side. And then if this is something that you're really working on, you could do several sets of this. If you're working it in with a whole workout, you could do one set of 8 to 10, or work up to it, right? We always talk about working up to it. Okay, so if you're feeling pretty good about that, if you'd like to take another step further, let's take our fingers up to our ears, or maybe just behind the ears. Shoulders are down. We're still pulling up nice and tall, pulling in through the abdomen, and then we take one elbow down toward the ground, just as far as we can go, and then up to the other side, and down, and up to the other side. Good. So this is just a variation of what we just did. And up, and down. Good. Beautiful work. Good. Still bracing in through the core. Keeping it nice and strong, nice and tight. Good work. Good. And we're taking it nice and slow, really forcing those muscles to work here. Good. Okay, let's talk about one other variation we can do with this. If you have hand weights, you can always use little hand weights. They come in different poundage, so you can get a pound or 2 pounds or 5 pounds or whatever works for you. If you don't have any hand weights handy, get what I did there, you can take some cans from your pantry, or I've even seen people take water bottles. If you use water bottles, then when you get thirsty you take a little drink and you work your weight down on that one. But you can take cans in your hands. We're going to just hold these at our side, so we're adding a little extra weight, which is obviously going to make this a little more challenging, or a lot more challenging. So we do the same thing. Our hands are at our sides, just holding the cans. We reach down toward the ground, keeping lots of length through the spine, keeping the shoulders down. Good. Keep moving side to side, and keep breathing. It's always challenging to keep the breath moving on these especially abdominal exercises, I find. Because we're trying so hard to keep everything nice and tight and hold it in and do all the exercise. And then we have to breathe too. Come on. It's a lot to do. All right, let's do one more on each side. And good. Good. Beautiful. Okay. All right. That is all we have. We have 3 variations of this general movement. Okay. And then we can make it more challenging by taking the arms up, by adding weight. And we're strengthening through the sides of the core. So thank you for joining me today. We will have more in this core strengthening series. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.